Greetings, brother and sister in JCI. I am Henry Lee, 2021 Area Sarawak Digital Transformations Directors. So today I'm going to share and demonstrate how you create a official JCI courses on JCI.cc, the training on just JCI.cc. But so first of all, make sure that you are the president of the hosting LO, or your presidents have given you the permissions for your account inside JCI.cc to organize training. But how to give permissions to the certain member on the permissions, that one I will cover next time, all right? But in the default setting, usually only presidents are allowed to organize the training. Okay, so let's dive in. First of all, you have to log into your account, presidents. You have to log into your account and click on the skill development, and you will see the buttons that other member cannot see. Okay, that is organize. So you have to click on organize. And then for this column here, you do not need to key in anything. Okay, this is just for you to search the status of the organized event or previous organized event, okay, at this part. Okay, so do not need to click anything. You directly go and click on add button. Okay, so you will see this page pop up. So the course reference is the title. Okay, the title you want to present to the audience in JCI.cc. Okay, so let's say if you are having a JCI admin course, okay, and it is open to every JCI members around the world, okay, you can just leave it like that. Okay, so that's mean everyone from the JCI.cc can register to your course and attend your course. But if you have a specific requirements or only exclusive for a certain numbers of people, you can put it here. It is advisable so that everyone understand that these courses are for who and which LO. So you can put exclusively for Area Sarawak member. Okay. Okay. So you let the audience in JCI.cc understand that these courses are only open for Area Sarawak. If I'm not from Area Sarawak, don't register it because you will take up people seat. Okay, it is not a very wise actions. Or you can exclusively for your chapter JCI Sibujai. That means other chapters you are not allowed to register. Okay, so the course is where you select your course. Okay, which course you are organizing. For example, for this example is JCI admin. Then next you will choose for your language. Okay, usually it's English. And then after that you will have to select your trainer. So make sure you get your full name of your trainers and where he or she came from. For my example, I myself is a trainer as well, so I'll just key in my name here and check whether this is the correct person. So this is Henry Yang Fong Lee, it's me, and I'm from Malaysia. Then if that's all correct, you can just click it on. For another example, maybe we can try on our National Deputy President this year, Alan Lu. Okay, you can click Alan, and you can see that there is two similar Allans. Okay, Alan Lu Ping Ping and Mu Lun Alan Chun. So you have to check with your trainer their full name and their location. So you can see Alan Lu Ping Ping from Malaysia is who we want. So just click on the person. Then the estimate numbers of attendance, that you just key in the numbers that you estimate. Okay, like for example, if it is exclusive for your chapters and you know that only 10 members were coming, so just key in 10. Okay, or if you are not sure and you are trying your best to get the maximum, you can just click on 30. Okay, because the maximum allowed is 30 for the training, which is recommended by JCI itself to have more effective training. All right, then this is where you select your start date of your training. Okay, let's say 24th of June. I will key in 24th of June, and it is only for maybe a half day training, so my end date will be 24th as well. If the training will be 3 days, okay, you can select 26, okay, according to your training and the requirements. And for registration end date, is also up to you, up to your decisions whether you want to close this registration 1 day or 2 days before the training, or even you can close the registrations on the day of the training itself. Because sometimes people might not aware about they have to register in JCI.cc. So when trainers before they start their training, they will remind them that whether they have registered or not. If not, they are advised to register on the spot. So usually we will put the end date on the date of the training. Okay, it can be later, after the training being conducted. Alright, so for my cases, I will put 24th. Then the schedule is where you put agenda, your agenda or the timetable or the time schedule of the training. Okay, like for me, let's say I will put a time, the schedule. Okay, the schedule for training. You can click like enter, and then 6 a.m. is a registration, and then 7 a.m. Commencement, so on. Okay. Then notify email is where it is optional. For notify email, it is optional. It is up to you whether you want to receive email for each new registrations to your training. Okay, so if you key in your email here, you will be expecting to receive a lot of email once people register. So if you do not want the buzzing or the bothering of the email, you just leave it blank. It's optional. Okay, so if you want to keep informed when there is one, once there are new registrations, you can key in your email in this column. Okay, so venue is where you are going to organize your training. So if you are having a physical one, you can key in your venue. For my example, Kingu Hotel. Okay, if not, if you are having an online sections, you can put online. Okay, or you can put Zoom meeting, so on. And for the address, it is optional as well. But if you are having a physical venue, you can click the address of your hotel or your venue to let the participant know where they are going for the training. Okay, and then host organizations is by default, they will select according to the president's LO. Okay, so only the hosting LO, they need to do the registrations for the training. So the cost per person is the fee that you collect from the participants. So if you collect 10 ringgit, you just put 10 and then currency RM. If it is free, then you just leave this all blank. All right, so registration includes is where you key in those additional things you provide for during the training. If there is none, you just leave it blank. If for some cases there are LO, they want to provide some goodies bag or training materials, you can key in. The registrations include training materials, goodies bag, okay, or certificates. It's all up to you. Okay, the wrong one, certificate. Okay, then if you are accepting a fee, this is where you have to tick. Okay, if you are accepting the payment on site. If you require the payment to be made online only, then you no need to tick this part. If you accept the payment on the site, you tick this so that the participant know that they can pay on the spot instead of paying in advance or do online transfer. Okay, so if none, you just untick it, and then you let your participant know what is the payment method accepted. Credit cards, if you have, or e-wallets, or cash. Okay, it's all up to you. And if there is any expenses incurred for trainer, you have to tick this button, this column as well. Okay, if you have cover the trainer travel fee, the flight tickets, and the accommodations, you tick on this, and then key in here. Take example, the flight ticket is 200 and the hotel is 200, so it's total 400. Okay, so just key in here. This is just a record for JCI.cc and yourself as well. So if your trainer is from local and there is no expenses incurred, you can just untick this part. Okay, So lodging is where your training, whether they are overnight or not. Okay, are you organize this training overnight? If there any lodging require, okay, if do they need to stay in the venue for a few days, okay, this is where you have to select. If there is none, you just put no lodging, okay. If you are having a, let's say, an academy, okay, then you have to key in here, yes, there is a lodging, and the lodging is the hotel accommodations or the home hospitality. Okay, so for hotel accommodations, as the terms here are, you are providing the hotel room for them, okay, or they need to book the hotel by themselves. So this is where you select the hotel accommodations. Or you have the home hospitality. So let's say, take example, if you are your hosting members are providing places for your participant to stay, you can select the home hospitality. Or even if you are renting, or the school are sponsoring you the venue together with the hostel, you can put home hospitality. Okay, and this is where you click the insert how many nights of your event. So the lodging night, how many nights they have to stay at the venue. So 1 night, okay, or 2 nights, is all up to you. And the meal provided during their lodging, okay, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, are they provided? So if they are provided 3 meals per day, and you have lodging night of 2 days, that means there are 6 meals are provided. All right, so once you have keyed in everything required, just create the training. Then JCI.cc will send the invitation link to your trainer. Once your trainer accept it, oh, remember, just in case your trainer might not check on JCI.cc or email frequently, once you create this training, try to contact your trainer, okay, then remind them to accept the invitation. So once they accept the invitations, the training will be available in JCI.cc upcoming courses in skills development. All right, happy organizing your training. That's all for today. Goodbye.